What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Live Fam. Now today we're reacting to someone we haven't reacted to in a long time, and that is Haminations. He just released a new vid and it's called My ADHD Dad. One of my most popular videos, not really now because I have a lot of popular videos, but was a reaction to his video a long time ago. So, and I'm actually excited to see how much he's grown and stuff, man. So without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn and let's see.
Okay, son, we're gonna fix the car together. Aim the flashlight right there while I tighten that bolt. Okay.
Yeah, I can't relate to none of this.
You're doing a great job, buddy. And there we go. It's fixed.
Yay, we did it! I love you, Dad. Did you ever do stuff like this with your dad?
Hold the damn lights!
Yeah, you shouldn't have asked that, bro. You just made him relapse into times he did not want to go back to.
Wait! I'm trying! Hi,
Goddamn.
I'm Bryson, and this is my dad. It was his idea for me to start doing YouTube, and he's helped me so much with building the channel, encouraging me, and supporting me through life.
Yo, that's such a W, Dad. I didn't know he, like, was the one encouraging you.
He also helped raise me or whatever. And
you know, a lot of parents don't really get YouTube, you know what I'm saying? They're like, they look at it kind of like, oh, like, that's not like a real job or whatever, but that's actually really sick that your dad motivated you to do that. He must have known the wave already.
Even saved my life once. Just after moving to a new house, we all decided to take a bike ride around our neighborhood and grab some dinner at the local combination Pizza Hut and Bach Hotel.
Huh?
I was still new to
that does not sound, that sounds like a whole night at the toilet, bro.
Riding a bike. And when we started going down a big hill, I started to get nervous. But my mom assured me I'd be okay. And adults are always right. I tentatively started going down the hill and picking up speed. My fear was immediately gone and replaced with exhilaration. This was faster than I'd ever gone. And I wasn't falling over.
Yo, slow down.
I turned my head back to my mom. Look, Mom, I'm doing it. I heard my mom yell back, but I couldn't make out what she was saying. I thought she was cheering for me. Turns out she was yelling, "Slow down!"
Yeah.
But I couldn't hear her. My bike continued to speed up. I'm going so fast, Mom. 30 miles per hour.
Oh my!
Ow! Dad, why would you?
Oh. Yeah, that's why he did that. You would have been dead.
Turns out, as I was busy flaunting my skills, I was going Mach 10 towards oncoming traffic. Luckily, Dad heard Mom's screams just in time and passed the QuickTime event to clothesline me at the last second, saving my life. My brush with death should have scared me more, but honestly, I was just like, dang, that was crazy. Let's go
Especially with how much your brother died, bro. You guys know that was a video a long time ago. But your brother died like 20,000 times. You gotta be scared to death.
Pizza and a Baja Blast. Seeking approval had almost killed me. Luckily, I grew out of my need for external validation.
Did you really?
Thanks for saving my life, Dad. Now,
Did you really?
The rest of this video will be dedicated to making fun of him and slandering his name.
Oh, okay.
Let's get into it.
That's such a great video. So first, we thank him for giving you the YouTube platform or giving you motivation, and now we're gonna make fun of him the whole video.
From as far back as I can remember, my dad has been a Bob the Builder, I can fix it type fella. And he always tried to make fun stuff for us while growing up. He made a train table for me, a half pipe for my brothers, a deck for our house, a multi-level tree house with a zip line.
See, I could do all this. I could do all this, bro. I make top ramen every day.
Installed a rope swing to the tree out front. And in most cases, he's able to fix things that aren't working. Except his son's attention spans. Or his own. Nobody can. But this blessing can become a curse when something
I ain't gonna lie, I get lost in those SpongeBob shows too, bro, so I can't even blame him.
Dumps him. I think fixing things is so integral to his essence that once he starts fixing, he can't stop.
Can't stop.
Come on, you piece
it's
of
an
crap.
addiction.
Gosh, the freak, dang it! Dad, it's okay. Just calm down.
I'm completely calm!
Bro, this is low-key me though. Like, if I start something, that's why, like, I'll literally procrastinate on stuff, because if I start it, I will not stop until I'm done. Like, it literally will bother me in my head. So sometimes because I know that about myself, I will literally procrastinate and not start something that I know is gonna take a hell of a long time, unless I know, you know what I'm saying, I got a day for it, or I got this amount of time, because if not, I'm gonna drive myself crazy.
I can see that.
I definitely inherited his hyperfixation trait. Who's to say if that's good or bad? At our old house, the screen on our porch door broke off, and Dixie got used to jumping through the empty door. Dad fixed the door and even made a special hole in the screen next to the door for Dixie to walk through instead of the door. Yep, that's not going anywhere. I was about to say, you have to bite through it or something. Yep, that's dogs for you, man. That's dogs for you. They just gonna do what you not want them to do. This is one of the only times I've seen my father just give up. He left the door without a screen after that. Years later, we got a trampoline for the backyard. In all my dad's previous building shenanigans, I had been too young or aloof to help. Or I couldn't hold the light good enough. But this time, I was gonna help Dad build the trampoline and prove to him that I could be handy too. This trampoline used metal leaf springs instead of normal springs. You would use a special tool to bend the metal leaf to clip into the trampoline mat. I was the designated leaf spring bender, and Dad was the designated mat clipper. As we clipped more and more springs, it got harder and harder to get them to connect because the mat was so stretched out. Dad held out the mat, and I bent the leaf spring with all my might. I pushed and pushed.
So the mat is the only thing that's like springy, right? I don't know.
As hard as I could. Then the tool slipped off the leaf spring and slammed into Dad's head.
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh! Dad, are you okay?
It's okay.
Bro got a big ass nutsack on his head.
Just pain.
And I never became a handyman. Whenever my car makes a weird noise, I just call Dad and start crying. My dad isn't just good with tools. He's also eerily good with computers. I'm a little skeptical about the supernatural, but one inexplicable thing that remains true is that technology just works better when Dad is present.
The send email button is broken. I keep clicking it and it won't work.
Okay, buddy.
You just gotta click send.
That's what I was doing.
Bro, this is literally how grandmas are, bro. They'll dead ass be like, oh, how do I call somebody? They're literally on a call right there. Like, what you mean, grandma? Get your old ass on, man.
Why did it work for you?
This is such a double whammy, cause it makes you look stupid even though you were doing the exact thing that Dad did. But the computer just likes him better, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if I learned that Dad has Fix-It Felix's magic hammer secretly on his person at all times.
I got a magic hammer on me at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently, all dads have pre-programmed dialogue that they say in all applicable situations. Here are some of my dad's classic phrases.
All right, guys, come on, let's go. Don't rotate my chair. See the crispy part of the egg? That's what's known as a Maillard reaction. It's when food almost burns but not quite, which enhances the flavor and gives it a caramelized texture.
Are you serious? That's just a normal thing he's saying every day?
Where's the remote?
What?
Where's my tools? Where's my phone? Where's my wife? Out of my way, out of my way. I need to be right there. We don't need the rule book. We'll just learn as we play. Did you know that salt used to be used as a currency because it was the only way to preserve meat since they hadn't invented refrigerators yet?
Wait, is that actually true, bro?
Touch the thermostat.
Boy, stop fighting or I'm calling your father.
Look at it.
That's it. Honey?
Kids, listen to your mother.
As you can see, my dad has quite the ability to turn a phrase. But some quotes were so powerful that they only needed to be said once to become instant classics.
Yeah. All right, give me the phone. I'll talk to him. Brody, you need to stop peeing on your brother.
What? Why is that a problem you guys are having, bro? What in the diddy is going on in your house?
How old's your son? He's 15.
But of course, we can't forget my favorite one.
So he's 15-year-old doing this, bro? I'm thinking he's about to be like 3 or 5, and maybe I could give you an excuse, nigga, because you still in diapers. You peeing on people at 15?
Son of a
And that's another thing I inherited from Dad. NPC dialogue. The best way I can describe it is that I have little scripts in my mind, and when a situation reminds me of a story or fun fact, I always say the exact same story in the exact same way. For example, did you know
I feel like everybody kind of does that, though.
A trespasser could sue you if they got attacked on your property because the beware of dog sign implies that you know the dog is dangerous. So you're better off getting a dog on premises sign.
Did you know that on an early test run of Space Mountain, the test dummies came out without heads? The entire ride is also filled with high-powered...
This has to be hell, bro. I'm already getting annoyed.
...fans that blow on your face and make you feel like you're going way faster than you really are, but you'd never know because you're in the dark.
Did you know that if your brain hears the same information as little as 2 or 3 times, it will probably believe it, even if there's no factual evidence to back it up?
Yeah, basically everybody on Twitter. Deadass. Just fucking small brain peons.
Did you know that the moon landing was faked?
Oh, shit.
Did you know that the actor actually broke his toe right there, so the scream was real?
Really?
Yes, I know. I've heard these sound bites 100 times before. Get some new material. My dad and I aren't just similar in our hyperfixation and fun fact spewing. Apparently, we also look alike. One time, we were on a plane. I was on the aisle seat, and my dad was directly across from me.
That's like one of the craziest things is like when you start realizing, because when you grow up, you really like either look like one parent or the other. It's not, you don't really get a good mix, bro. Especially like as a guy, like you're most likely gonna look like your dad. As a girl, it could be both ways though, because you could really look like your mom or your dad, but still you see which one you look like the most when you grow up.
The flight attendant was walking by and stopped dead in her tracks, looking back and forth between us. Are you father and son? You look exactly alike. You should enter a father-son look-alike contest. Ugh, what?
Was there a contest for that?
Say psych right now. Please, say it ain't so. And apparently we sound
Yo, that's a funny thing. Like, you can't even make fun of your parents or call them ugly because you literally look like them, bro.
alike too.
Personally, I don't hear it, but to each their own.
My dad is very
no.
smart in a lot of ways. He has an engineering degree and master's degree in business, but he doesn't always apply his knowledge in the best way. One time on a road trip by the coast,
Why?
Dad wanted to drive our Suburban onto the sand with all of us in it.
Yeah, that's
Dad,
kind of stupid.
No, don't
Why are you
do
doing it?
We'll get stuck on the sand. Please.
Well, don't tell me he's about to try to go on the water, bro.
Please, no.
We're doing it!
Dude.
Woohoo!
Oh my god.
We are sinking.
Don't worry, I'll
They
just
really
hit the
went and
gas pedal
twisted.
harder.
Dude.
Wow, who could
Are y'all all about to die just because he wanted to go in sand, bro? Like, he like, why? Who just randomly wants to go on sand?
predicted this? This should have been the moment where I realized that adults
Bruh.
don't know everything.
And then he's not even pushing the car.
But embarrassingly, it took me becoming one to realize that most adults are just children, but bigger. Some of which have
That's
access
true.
to the nuclear launch codes. Kinda a bummer, I know. And
That's true. It's very true, especially right now.
apparently, not applying his knowledge correctly went way back to his youth. Back when my dad was in college, he had to bike to his classes in the snow. Uphill both ways, of course. He turned a corner and the bike slipped on a patch of ice. His
that had to
laptop
hurt.
bag was covered in snow and he went back home to make sure nothing was broken. Luckily,
Yeah, one of the worst pains has to be falling off bikes because especially if you're going at a certain speed and you fall off and you like scratch yourself on the asphalt or something. Oh my gosh.
it was
That's
okay,
gotta
just a
hurt.
little dented. Then he got back out on his bike and he assumed that since he knew the ice was there, that this time he'd be able to bike over it more carefully. So instead of going around, he took the same path
Are
and
you serious?
slipped again, shattering his laptop.
Bro, there's no
Son
way.
of a f***er. This is ironic
And he had a
because
laptop?
my dad
No.
taught me that the definition of insanity is trying the same
Same
thing
thing
over and
over.
over and expecting a different result. And yet, my dad is known for picking up a new hobby, getting super into it, then dropping it entirely. Rinse and repeat. Baking sourdough,
Bruh.
beekeeping, smoking meats, astronomy. One that stood out
Beating me.
though was when he wanted to raise a bonsai tree. He was super excited about it, but in classic dad
Okay.
fashion, lost interest and the bonsai tree withered. Then he would try to get back into it.
Yo, this is low-key kind of me, bro. Like, just randomly, I just be wanting to do the most random shit. Or I just want to learn something, a new skill or something. And I just, like, deep dive into it. Especially, like, on YouTube, because you can learn everything on YouTube. Just be deep diving into a certain editing software, a certain, like, camera, a certain microphone, like, everything. I'll just randomly want to dive into that.
And water it and take care of it, but then forget again. This kept happening until eventually the bonsai tree was clearly dead. Despite this, Dad kept living in denial and saying it would come back to life and insisting that giving water to a tree corpse would fix it. Dad,
Bro,
it's
already
already dead.
dead.
Go.
It's literally dead, bro.
He's just a little thirsty. He'll
That
be
thing's
fine.
more limp than me.
Eventually, Dad was forced to admit defeat and throw the tree away. But I wanted to make him feel better, so I bought him the Lego bonsai tree set as a gift. Here, Dad, it's a pretty bonsai tree that you can't kill. But a few months later, I came home to visit and discovered that it had fallen off his desk and broken
No
into
way.
a million pieces. This bonsai tree
Don't tell me he actually broke the actual pieces too. Like, not only did it break off, you know what I'm saying, after he built it, but he actually broke the actual pieces.
required no soil, no water, and no maintenance. And you still couldn't handle it. How are you ever allowed to raise children? However, a hobby that has stuck with him through the ages is remote-controlled cars, trains, boats, and planes. This leads into another instance
I ain't
of
gonna
his
lie, remote control cars is a very underrated toy as a kid.
poor knowledge application. That being using said RC vehicles around the family dogs.
Oh my gosh. Oh, but I crashed it. Oh,
You would think that after seeing this
I
happen,
thought the drone was about to hurt the dog. No, the dog hurt the drone.
that he'd, I don't know, put the dogs inside or fly his RC toys somewhere else, but nope. The same story has happened on pretty much every family camping trip.
No! Stupid dogs!
God damn.
No! Stupid dogs! No!
Yeah, I think the dogs be scared of these things, but no, they going right at you.
Stupid dogs!
Yeah. They're the stupid ones. But the sad thing is, if the dogs don't destroy the RC planes, Dad definitely will. I can't
crash them
count
into
how
the
many
trees.
RC planes he's crashed. It's
God
not even a
damn.
question of if he will crash them anymore. It's when. On our most recent trip, Dad bought a big fancy plane that could take off
Oh,
and
that one
land
looks
in
nice.
the water. He gathered us all together to watch its maiden voyage, and we all just watched sadly.
Bro,
and
please don't try to drive it underwater, bro.
anticipating
Like a
the
submarine? Imagine. Oh!
No!
Yeah, that's just a skill issue, low, bro. Come on.
Oh, No, stupid plane.
The funniest part to me is that Dad has often expressed his interest in getting his pilot's license.
Yeah, no. Keep that pilot license way away from this boy. Like, he's gonna cause many deaths.
And flying real planes. Like, dude, no one in this family is ever gonna get in a plane with you behind the wheel.
Hell
you
no.
failed the simulations. What makes you think you'll succeed with the real deal? Then, of course, as Dad was trying to fix the plane, the propeller started going and Bo grabbed the plane and destroyed it.
Oh my God.
I would have thought that someone who's so good at math would stop putting RC toys and dogs in the same equation by now.
You think so?
Speaking of math, I definitely experienced the rite of passage of crying at the kitchen table while your dad tries to help you with your math assignment.
Oh my God,
I was never a good student, but since we moved around a lot, I had to deal with every—
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Shout out to the parents that have patience, bro, because there's a lot of them out there. Like, when you try to do math problem stuff and you don't get it right away, or you don't get it for a little bit, and they start like pressuring you and making you mad and cry and shit, that shit's tough.
School system we were in saying, we do math a little differently around here. So that definitely didn't help with our father-son math time.
Especially when the school like teaches you a certain way to do a problem, especially with math, and like your parent got, you know, taught a different way, and then they're trying to teach you that way, but they can't because you have to learn a certain way, or else your teacher's not gonna, you know, grade you right because you didn't work out the way that the teacher wanted. You know, it gets very complicated.
That's not the way you're supposed to do it, Dad. They want us to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know that way. Why
Exactly.
would they change math? Math is math.
Okay,
Math
Dad.
is math.
And nothing has ever compared to
That's the one thing I hate though, is when teachers try to make you do a specific way of doing it, bro. Like, honestly, if I'm able to come up with the right answer in my own way that's easier for my brain to process, like, why don't you just let me do that?
dread I felt waking up on a Saturday, getting ready to go to a friend's house, and Dad saying,
You can go see your friends, but first you need to help me in the yard really quick. Shouldn't take long.
Oh, hell no. Spend all day slaving away. God damn. Bro, did you go to
Somewhere
space?
along the way of all Dad's projects, he slipped a disc in his back and had to walk crooked for several months while waiting for surgery.
God
it was
damn.
the only way to walk without horrendous pain. And it was
He broke his back, and not even in the good way.
genuinely hard for me to fight this intrusive thought.
Oh my
There,
God.
fixed.
Yo, Hamination became one of the fucking chiropractors on TikTok.
But in classic Dad fashion, he decided to live in denial about it. We were visiting my uncle, and he invited us to go BMX riding on a course near their house.
Sure, that sounds fun.
Oh,
Are you
no.
sure? Isn't your back in bad shape?
Yeah, you literally broke
I
your
got
back.
this.
There he goes. Oh my! Yeah, any other vertebrae bone he had in his body is gone now.
That's a good idea! Although, seeing
Bruh.
my dad's back problems was a serious wake-up call for me. I'm not gonna let life ruin my back. I'll do it myself.
What? I was about to say that's kind of good form, but yeah, you just suck.
In conclusion, I'm grateful to my dad for encouraging me to follow my passion and helping me
W
build
daddy,
my career.
I mean,
and
dad-
then letting me use said career to make fun of him in front of millions of people
Oh, wow.
online.
Yeah, about that. Me and the board of directors have discussed this blatant defamation, and we've unanimously voted to kick you out of the channel.
It's a defamation if it's all true, though. No.
But you can't do this to me.
Oh.
I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
Hi,
Oh,
I'm
hell no.
Bryson, and
That
today
mean-
I've created the most entertaining and epic
That is not Bryson. No, get this slow nigga off the screen, bro. This is a scammer.
video you could ever imagine. So let's just get into it.
Bro couldn't even finish painting his hair, bro.
Yeah, I'll just figure it out as I go.
Oh, hell no. You gonna try to fly a plane? Yep, there he goes. That's accurate lore.
Hi guys, it's me, Bryson. Don't forget to
What's up,
smash that
Bryce?
subscribe button and like the video. And
I
share
will.
the video with everyone you've ever.
Yeah, everybody go like Haminations video, bro, and like mine as well. I love you guys, bro. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.